Heroes follow the rules, but villains, they rewrite them, and that's why they win. Think about it. In every story, the villain is the one who challenges the norm, disrupts the system, and refuses to play by someone else's rules. While heroes are bound by morality and expectations, villains operate on a different level, one where success isn't just a possibility, it's a necessity. Now, before we go any further, let's redefine what it means to be a villain. This isn't about being evil or hurting others. It's about embracing a mindset that allows you to take control of your life, break free from limitations, and achieve what you want unapologetically. The Villain's Guide isn't about stepping on others. It's about stepping into your power. The world loves heroes because they play it safe. They follow the path laid out for them, seeking approval and validation from others. But here's the problem. Playing it safe rarely leads to greatness. Villains, on the other hand, don't wait for permission. They don't care about fitting in or pleasing the crowd. They have a goal, and they'll do whatever it takes to get there. Let's break this down. The villain mindset is built on 3 core principles: boldness, strategy, and resilience. Boldness is the ability to take risks without fear of judgment. Most people are too scared to take the first step because they're worried about what others will think. But villains, they don't hesitate. They act with confidence because they know hesitation is the enemy of progress. Strategy is the willingness to think outside the box. Villains don't just rely on brute force. They're planners, thinkers, and visionaries. They analyze the playing field, identify opportunities, and execute their plans with precision. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Every great villain has faced rejection, defeat, and betrayal. But instead of giving up, they use those experiences as fuel to come back stronger. Think about some of the most iconic villains in history, fictional or real. What sets them apart? It's not their evil deeds. It's their ability to take risks, adapt to challenges, and focus relentlessly on their goals. They don't let fear stop them. Instead, they use it as motivation to keep going. Now, let's talk about why the villain mindset works in real life. Most people are stuck in a cycle of hesitation and self-doubt. They want success, but they're too afraid to step outside their comfort zone. They cling to the idea that if they just follow the rules, everything will work out. But here's the truth. The rules are designed to keep you average. Villains don't accept average. They push boundaries, take risks, and defy expectations. And that's exactly what you need to do if you want to win. But here's the catch. The villain mindset only works if you use it ethically. This isn't about being ruthless or selfish. It's about being unapologetically focused on your goals while staying true to your values. It's about rejecting mediocrity, not morality. The first step to adopting the villain mindset is to stop seeking validation. Villains don't waste time worrying about what others think. They know that trying to please everyone is a losing game. Instead, they focus on what matters, their mission. Think about it. How much time do you spend worrying about whether people approve of your choices? How often do you hold back because you're afraid of judgment? Imagine how much progress you could make if you let go of that fear. The second step is to embrace discomfort. Villains know that growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. They thrive in the unknown, willingly stepping into situations that challenge them. They don't see fear as a sign to stop. They see it as a sign to keep going. Finally, the villain mindset is about taking ownership of your story. Villains don't let others define them. They create their narrative, deciding who they are and what they stand for. And they do it with confidence, knowing that their success is their responsibility. Here's a thought to consider. Every time you hesitate, every time you doubt yourself, every time you play it safe, you're giving up a little bit of your power. But every time you take a risk, stand firm in your decisions, and push through fear, you reclaim that power. Adopting the villain mindset doesn't mean becoming someone you're not. It means becoming the version of yourself that's bold, strategic, and resilient. The version of yourself that refuses to settle for less. Villains know what they want. Their clarity is unmatched, and they pursue their goals with an intensity that others often shy away from. The first step to adopting their mindset is getting clear about your own purpose. What is it that truly drives you? Not what others think you should want, not what society expects, but the thing that lights a fire in you. Once you know it, focus on it like your life depends on it. because it does. Most people let distractions pull them in every direction. They multitask, hesitate, and waste time on things that don't serve their mission. Villains don't. They treat distractions as the enemy, whether it's wasting hours scrolling through social media, saying yes to tasks that drain their energy, or letting doubts creep in. If something isn't helping them achieve their goal, they eliminate it without hesitation. That's what ruthless focus looks like. This doesn't mean you have to work 24/7, but it does mean you need to be intentional. Look at your habits. How many of them are actually moving you forward? If the answer is not many, it's time to make changes. Time is a resource, and villains know how to use it wisely. Villains also understand that the traditional path isn't always the best one. They're not afraid to think differently, to question norms, and to take risks. Most people follow the rules because it feels safe, but villains recognize that the rules are often designed to keep you average. They ask themselves, what's the smarter way to get what I want? Instead of doing what everyone else is doing, they find new strategies, new approaches, and new ways of thinking. Think about it. How often do you avoid taking risks because you're afraid of failure? Villains see failure differently. For them, it's not an endpoint. It's part of the process. Every rejection, every setback, every mistake is a chance to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. When something goes wrong, they don't sit in defeat. They analyze, adjust, and attack again. In your life, this means seeing obstacles as opportunities. Maybe you didn't get that promotion, or your business idea didn't take off. Instead of giving up, look at what went wrong and figure out how to do better next time. Use every setback as a stepping stone to move closer to your goal. But villains don't just rely on their own strength. They understand the power of alliances. Even the most iconic villains have trusted allies who help them execute their plans. In your journey, this means surrounding yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. Not everyone deserves a spot in your inner circle, so be selective. Look for people who share your vision, who push you to grow, and who genuinely want to see you succeed. These are the people who will stand by you when things get tough and celebrate with you when you win. Building a strong inner circle also means knowing when to let go of relationships that no longer serve you. Villains don't waste time on people who drain their energy or hold them back. They understand that loyalty is earned, not given blindly. If someone isn't adding value to your life, it's okay to move on. One of the most powerful aspects of the villain mindset is owning your narrative. Villains don't wait for others to define them. They decide who they are and what they stand for. They don't waste time seeking validation or approval. They know their worth, and they act on it with confidence. For you, this means letting go of the need to please everyone. You can't control how others see you, but you can control how you see yourself. Stop apologizing for your dreams. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. The villain mindset is about standing tall, even when the world doesn't agree with you. Every time you take a risk, every time you overcome a challenge, every time you stay true to your mission, you're embracing the villain mindset. This isn't about being ruthless to others. It's about being ruthless with your own limitations. It's about refusing to settle for anything less than your full potential. Think of it this way. Most people live their lives in fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of judgment. But villains don't let fear hold them back. They feel the fear, and they act anyway. They understand that fear is just an obstacle, a temporary barrier that can be overcome with courage and determination. Adopting the villain mindset isn't about becoming someone else. It's about unlocking the boldness, resilience, and focus that have been inside you all along. It's about living with intention, taking control of your life, and using every setback as fuel to move forward. You already have everything you need to win. The question is, are you ready to claim it? Subscribe now, and let's rewrite the rules together.